to the Real Estate Scripts Podcast, the show that helps you know what to say when you're talking to buyers and sellers so that you can close more deals and earn more money. I'm Darren Tunstall, a real estate professional, coach, and #1 best-selling author. Let's get into this. All right, everybody. Today we are going over buyer presentations, and we have something called a quick buyer script as well as a consultation. The consultation is one of our older presentations that we used to use, and we are reviewing both of those. So the quick buyer script and the buyer consultation script. So enjoy. As a reminder, the purpose of Scripts and Dialogues is to come, learn, practice, and be prepared to fail forward. This is where we make mistakes and help each other out, but we're mostly interested in seeing how we can get better. First, we read through the script word for word, and then we go back and put it into our own natural tone, style, and phrasing. You won't know what to say until you go through the script. So, with that said, many people will say, "That's not how I sound," and I totally get it. That's not how you sound. But that is the reason why we practice every day, so that the script becomes you and in your own voice. So read it word for word first, then go back and put it into your own natural tone, style, and phrasing, and I think it'll work out. All right, so we can either go over the buyer presentation, the buyer interview sheet, or the quick buyer script.
Either one.
I'll tell you what, whatever you feel comfortable with, go for it, and we'll just go ahead and lead with that. But leave about, I would say about 10 minutes for each, and then that way we can switch back and forth, and then we can be done with that and go into the team meeting afterwards.
Okay, I guess let's do the quick buyer script.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go first. Knock, knock.
Hello.
Hi, Emily. It's Debbie Logan. So glad
Hi.
to finally be meeting with you, not on the phone.
Yeah. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
Well, thanks for taking this meeting. Did you receive my presentation that I sent you yesterday?
I did, yeah.
Oh, good. Did you have any questions regarding it, or?
Not really. I mean, it's pretty thorough. It's pretty interesting. I didn't know there were so many things that I had to know buying a home. It's kind of scary.
It is, and that's all the more reason to have a realtor with expertise and resources to help you through it, so it's seamless.
Right.
So let's see. So I notice you have a dining room table. Do you want to sit there and I can go through some of my presentation and discuss what your wants and needs are?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, what a lovely home you're in right now. Are you renting or do you own?
I rent.
Oh, okay. So is this going to be your first house you buy?
Yeah. They just raised my rent here. I can't pay $4,000 a month for a rental anymore.
I know,
ridiculous.
it's getting ridiculous. It just there should be some kind of a law not to make it go up more than like 3% a year, but what do I know?
Yeah. Well, you're
Okay.
I hope you know. I don't know.
So let me ask you, have you already found a lender you want to work with?
No, I noticed that you sent me some. So I guess I call them or they call me. How's it work?
Well, either way, I have several that I work with. I can give you their information, and if you want, let them give you a call. Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, because there's all different programs out there, and it's always good, in my opinion, to get at least two quotes, because that if you're going to be paying for decades, you might as well get the best rate you can. Of course, you can always refinance.
Especially now, they just raised the mortgage rates, right?
Yeah, so they did it last week, 0.25%. So but they're talking about in May, it might even get to where it's like the bidding wars again. So it's good we're going through this now. Maybe we could get you in there before all of that breaks out, because you definitely don't want to pay more, just because the market's hot. Right
Uh-huh.
now, the inventory is really low.
Right.
So, but why don't you tell me, are you going to be purchasing this house on your own, or
Yeah,
is
just
some
me.
just you? Okay,
Mhm.
so that's easier to qualify one person than get all the information for more than one. So that's good. So, are you looking to stay in this neighborhood?
Yeah, La Mesa, anywhere in East County. I've even thought about Ramona. There's some nice properties up there.
Oh, well, you get the further east you go, you get more for your money. But where do you work? I mean, how far do you work
I
from
work
here?
downtown.
Oh, so that might be a little jaunt, and
Hmm.
um,
Yeah,
but
I'm aware of that. Right now, it takes me about 15 minutes to get to work, so it's not too bad.
oh, not too bad. Well, and I'll put that in, on the drip. Do you know what a drip is for potential
Oh, what do you
buyers?
mean?
So I plug you into your preferred areas, and when something comes up, that meets your criteria, um, they'll just send over. All it's done automatically. What's in coming on the market in the multiple less listings section, so the MLS. So that way, you're not having to drive, all over looking at places. If you see something you like, then we can contact the seller's agent and go
Well, I've
from
been
there.
looking on Zillow.
Hmm.
Um, Maybe we can go with some of those houses.
Okay, yeah. If there's something that really catches your eye, we can go over that.
Okay.
And working with Keller Williams, um, we're no, we have we're like number one. We have 180,000 employees, and we're all over the nation. So, um, but let me kind of tell you a little bit about what we do. So first, like I had stated, you do need to get a pre-approval from a lender, because
Hmm.
most sellers won't even show their homes until that's been done. So
Oh,
that'll be our first plan of attack.
okay.
And then um, if say you wanted to live on this block, I'm just going to give an example. I would start making some calls to your neighbors to see if anyone's interested in selling.
Hmm.
Um, but like I said, once you get that lender approval, we'll know, how much you can afford, in your house, and we'll put that in, your criteria. There's also, sometimes, uh, if you're driving by, you see an open house, or I have access to what houses in your preferred neighborhoods are going to have an open house. And, I can go with you if something catches your eye.
Hmm.
And then we have a team that we work with. It's called the Repros team, Keller
Okay.
Williams. So there's like a dozen of us. So
Wow.
everyone in our marketing office, they'll know what your wants are. So everyone's going to like kind of keep an eye out for something that's, that you might want to see. Um,
Okay.
I had sent you over the buyer's representation agreement. Did you have a chance to go over that at all?
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't, how it's you put for 3 months. Is it gonna take that long for me to buy a home?
Well, like I said, the inventory is low, but I mean, you could find something, this weekend is, it's Monday. So say you get your lender approval. I mean, it's just, you don't want to rush into it, but if you see something that you want to make an offer on, it could happen this week. So it
Oh,
just
wow.
depends, it
Okay.
just depends. But I'm going to go over the BRE with you kind of, more in depth. So
What's that? What's a BRE?
oh, the buyer's representation agreement, the
Oh,
one that
gotcha. Okay.
just so you know, there's no surprises in there for for you. But my whole purpose of being a realtor is to help people like you, especially. I love it when it's the first home. So, and just like I said before, to help this be as seamless as possible and take, the stress and also the legalities, which, that's a big thing right now. You wouldn't want to be buying your first home on your own because there's a lot of legal stuff on both sides that you need to be made aware of. So
Right.
we'll sit down. Okay. So I've gone through everything with you. And I'm going to send you a copy of all the documents. You're going to follow up with the lender, and I'm going to put you on the drip system I spoke about in the multiple listing. And I think we're done. You signed this already, and I can't wait to get this going.
Yeah, me too.
When
So I
does
have
your
to, the lenders are going to call me or I'm going to call them. I can't remember
if
what
you
you
want to
said.
go with mine, yes, I'll have them give you a call. Do you
Okay. Yeah.
want
I mean,
me to
whoever gets me the best
contact all
rate, right?
three? Yep, that's it. Well, I'll start with my two top two preferred ones. There's also different programs, Um, you're a teacher, so you might, depending on which program is the best, there's uh, first responder programs, and that'd be for like teachers, firefighters, policemen, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
So, but they'll know exactly once they, start delving into your situation, they'll know the best uh, offer to go with. I'm not
Okay.
offer, the best rate to go with.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Debbie. I
Okay.
appreciate it. I can't wait. This is so exciting.
Sure.
It's very
And
scary.
and I know. Well, thank you for filling out your wants and needs. It seems like you're pretty open to everything, and it mainly feels like that you're looking for a 3 bedroom, 2 bath,
Mhm.
and you don't mind if it's 2 stories, just as
No, not
long as
really.
it
I
has a
prefer one, but the two, I mean, as
yeah,
long as there's a little
as long
yard,
as it
right?
has yeah, as long as it has room for your puppers outside. Seems like you're not, you know, uh, some people are really, really picky.
Not me. I mean, I figure
Uh,
it's my first house. I'm a teacher. I don't make a whole lot of money, so take what I can
Right.
get.
Okay. Well, I look forward to getting this done, and um, I'll follow up with the lenders too and see where we're at once you have picked the
Okay.
lender you'd like to work with. Okay?
So they're gonna call me today, right?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Debbie.
You're
You
welcome.
sure you don't want any coffee?
Oh, no, 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 I'm
Okay.
fine. I actually am going on a caravan to see some of the properties, and actually it's in La Mesa, so I might come across something that meets your needs.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
All
Okay.
right, coffee and snickerdoodles.
Yep.
Anyways, uh, couple of things. One, I just changed the BRE thing, so I'm gonna upload that. I'm just gonna say buyer agreement, get the
Okay.
buyer agreement signed. So I heard you tell her that we need to get the buyer agreement signed. Maybe I missed it. Did you ask
No,
for
she
her to
said
sign?
thanks. She said thanks for signing it. I see you
Thanks for
signed it
signing it.
already.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
She
Mhm.
emailed it to me.
Got it. Okay. Because I was like, I got to change the BRE, and then I think I missed it. Otherwise, how did you feel about number one? How did you feel about that, Debbie?
About what?
How you did?
I think I would have rather done it more natural. I was trying to kind of follow the quick script, and then I noticed like I missed on the wants and needs until the end almost. So I just acted like she'd already filled out the paper. But
Yeah,
so,
yeah, that
because,
would.
ideally she would have, kind of told me what she was looking for.
Yeah, the wants and needs would normally come from the buyer's review sheet too.
Right.
You also completely skipped over step number one, which is to call and confirm the meeting and to determine whether they have connected with a lender first. Versus what you did was you knocked on the door first, and then you said, appreciate you, having this meeting and
Right.
things like that. So no,
Right.
no, no,
Yeah.
not that big of a deal, but we do want to make that phone call first to make sure. And we added the question there in that initial call which was, have you connected with the lender? Because we want to make sure that they are moving forward as a serious buyer, that they are getting pre-qualified. They're doing the things that you suggest that they need to do in order to buy a home.
Right.
Any comments, Emily?
No, I just thought when she brought up the team, it was kind of like it didn't flow.
Okay.
Okay.
It kind of like, oh, and I have a team of 12
I have a
people.
team.
Like what? It didn't fit into the context.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
should have explained it
she
more.
just kind of threw it in the middle somewhere. That's the only thing
Yeah.
that kind of threw me a little bit.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought maybe that could have came either like in the start, like I sent you my presentation, you see that I work on a team, da da da. You know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of in the middle.
Okay. Good
But I thought
feedback.
it was good.
All right. Well, let's flip the script and let's have Emily go over.
I was going to try the buyer consultation.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, okay. I need to get back to that. Then let's see. How do I get back to that?
Because I've never done this, so I thought I'd try it. I've never seen this.
Which one is
My
this again?
buyer's consultation. Where is that?
Am I in the wrong place? I'm on
Week 13,
17.
Monday.
Oh, I'm in 17. How did that happen?
17.
Okay.
We're only on week 13. We only had 13 weeks this year.
Then why is the buyer's presentation consultation in 17 and not in 13?
You know what? You're looking at the old.
Am I really?
Yeah, you got to go to the remember I changed it around a little bit.
Oh my God.
But you can do it. You can do it if you want. Just go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Debbie, you can't follow along then if you don't have it. Okay. All right.
I'll just
So,
pretend.
Debbie, buying the right home can be very challenging these days. What I found is that most agents don't have a plan to help their buyers. Instead, they just show them homes you could have seen online. By the way, are you looking for homes online right now?
Oh yes, I'm kind of one of those looky-loos. I look even when I wasn't thinking of buying a home.
Maybe in the back of your mind, you knew that it was coming. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, that could be.
Well, that's why we've developed a proven strategy to assist our clients finding the right home, the right location, or terms at the right price. Is that something you'd be interested in hearing about?
Yes, I'm just really not sure that I'm going to qualify. So I don't want to get ahead of, the game, but yeah, no, I'd be interested.
Okay. Well, based on what you've told me, I'm certain I can assist you. So let's schedule a time to sit down so I can show you exactly how we position you to win this market. What's your schedule like this week?
Well, I actually have people from out of town, and so I'm probably maybe just Friday would be about the only day.
Okay. So let's meet at my office. How's 2:00 on Friday?
Oh no, that's fine. Where's your office located?
It's at 777 Alvarado Road in La Mesa. The big Allied Plaza building.
Oh, I go to Dr. Hornbrook, the dentist there. I know exactly where it is.
Oh, cool. So at this meeting, we'll outline the best process for you and your family to buy a home. Sound good?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, can't wait to meet with you.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay. Okay, so we're at the meeting. So tell me about yourselves.
Um, well, it's just me,
Okay.
and I'm looking to downsize a little bit.
Okay.
And I have a bad ankle and a bad knee, so I'm kind of looking, for a single story in La Mesa, or
Okay.
close by. And I have a dog, so I'd need a fenced-in backyard
Okay.
and and kind of low maintenance. I'm kind of done with all the gardening and stuff. So.
Okay. So what are some of the other reasons for making you move besides the gardening?
Well, because I have the two stories, so I don't like that. And it's too big of a house for me. It's 2,600 square feet. And since my husband passed, it's just not what I'm into right now.
Okay. How long have you been looking to move or thinking about moving? Been looking long?
Well, I didn't want to make any rash decisions, but it's been about 3 years since he passed. So I think I'm ready to, downsize now and start the next chapter.
Okay. Tell me, what websites have you been looking on at homes, and how's that going?
Zillow, I get things in from Zillow just in my zip code that come up. And then, every once in a while I'll come across something in the little my town, the La Mesa
Mm-hmm.
uh happenings that'll have a for sale or something like that. And I have stopped at open houses
Okay.
that I've passed, things like that.
Okay. So you told me about your ideal new home, and you said 3 bedroom, 2 bath, right?
Yeah, I think that'd be work good for all the grandkids. Yeah.
Okay. Any extra rooms like an office or an extra family room or anything like that? A den,
Um,
sewing room.
no, not really. I like
Okay.
the open concept. I don't like too formal. And I should have mentioned I don't like any I don't want to have to do any remodels. I want to just be able to buy it and move in with the way it
Okay.
is, everything updated.
Okay. And you said La Mesa or near La Mesa. Does that mean El Cajon might be something, or Lakeside?
Lakeside might be a
Santee?
little bit too far. I used to own a house that was right by San Diego State. Um, you know, I would say probably within a 10-mile radius at tops.
Okay, from where you're at now. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Now tell me, what are the 5 things that you cannot live without?
Well, I want, like I had mentioned, everything updated. I don't want any kind of projects.
And a yard you
Um,
mentioned. How big of a yard?
yard fence, yeah, fenced yard for my dog,
Okay.
and a lot of storage space, closet space, kitchen, cabinets a lot. I have a lot of stuff, even though I'm going to be downsizing. Um, I have a lot of a need for a lot of storage.
Okay. So those are some great
And
things.
a
Anything else?
safe neighborhood.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And I'm not interested in anything that has a homeowners association.
Got it. Yeah, those can be pesky. So what should we avoid besides the HOA? Anything that you just absolutely, so we got no repairs, no HOA, low to no,
I don't want any swimming pool or anything like that.
any what?
A swimming pool.
No pool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a lot
want
of
that
maintenance,
maintenance. Mhm.
especially with utility prices these days. It's a lot.
Right.
Anything else that I should avoid?
Uh, I do want one of the bathrooms to have a tub in it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay. So what's the absolute most important thing for you in buying a new home? Is it the price, location, size? You tell me.
Well,
The very most.
the the appearance of the neighborhood. I don't
Okay,
want to live next door to a hot pink house, or, a bunch of one house looks good and then 10 houses look like trash, that type of thing.
got it. We'll definitely look for that when we're out checking homes out. So I sent you a couple of lenders' names that can get you pre-approved. I do recommend, actually, it's you kind of have to get pre-approved before you actually start looking or making offers on homes. I suggest
Well,
that because if you're looking at homes and you're not pre-approved, you might see something you like, and then the pre-approval process has to happen before you can make an offer. So I do recommend that we get that done first.
the only thing is I won't need um a lender because
Oh, are
I'm
you
going to
paying
pay
cash?
cash.
Oh,
Yes,
perfect.
so how do will they still let me see the house?
Yeah, you just have to, sometimes, they'll require proof of funds. They just want to see that you have the money in the bank.
Okay. Well, it
And
would be
that's all that.
from the sale of this house.
I'm sorry.
It would come from the
Oh,
sale of this house.
got it. So yeah, that's something we would absolutely write in the contract, that you need to sell this house first.
Okay.
So that's fine. It's all negotiable. It's all in how, you know, I communicate with the listing agent of the home that you're looking at and that you want to make an offer. As long as we're upfront,
Okay.
tell them what's going on, then,
Okay.
and write the offer, then they'll know how to present it to their seller.
Okay.
How's that sound?
That sounds fine.
Awesome. So if you could get me that proof of funds from your financial institution, that will help me. And I'll put a list of homes together that we can go check out. And
Well, I'm still not sure on the proof of funds if it's coming from the sale of my house,
oh, that's right. You said that.
unless I just showed like my IRA balances and my 401k balance. I
We
guess
could
that
do
would
that.
work.
So do you want to list your
Okay.
home on the market then before we start looking?
I kind of like to do it simultaneously,
Right.
but
Okay. Well, let's start the process first with getting your home ready to sell, getting it
okay.
listed. And as soon as we get it live and listed, then we can start looking at homes and try and get it seamless transition from one home to the other. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Terrific. Okay. Awesome. Well, send me that over. I'll put a list of homes together. Then I'm going to send you my listing presentation so we can get your home on the market. And do you think you'll be ready to list it by next Thursday?
Yes, I believe so. I have a company that's going to do like an estate sale here, actually.
Okay.
Just so some of the stuff I won't have to pack and put in storage, etc. So, and that's happening this weekend. So,
Oh, terrific. So maybe early next week I'll have someone come out and we can get the coming soon sign out, the for sale sign, and we'll get some pictures taken of the home after you get some of these items cleared out.
okay.
I'm thinking maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll see what their availability is. Does that sound good to you?
Yes, that'd be fine.
Okay. Well, I'm going to call you tomorrow. I'm going to try and get all this set up, and I'll call you tomorrow, so we can get that worked out. Good.
Sounds good.
Terrific. Thanks, Debbie. Appreciate you, taking the time to meet with me, and I thank you for your business. And if you know anybody else who's, looking to buy or sell, I'd love to chat with them as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You do the same.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay, so I got lost on this.
Well, I
Actually,
didn't
I
even
thought
have anything to look at. I was like,
actually I thought it flowed really well.
Oh,
It was
Because I
interesting.
think, didn't I make an appointment with her for Friday? And then it was like I was with her. I don't know. I'm so confused. Or was that
See,
when
and
you?
I'm not looking at what you're looking at, so I have no. I was
Well,
just going with the
you
flow.
originally went in there to represent her as a buyer, and then you discovered that she needs to sell her home in order to
Yeah.
pay cash for the next
Yeah.
home that she's going to buy.
Mhm.
Um, but I found it fascinating because one of the first questions that you asked was, "Tell me about yourselves." I'm like, "Oh,
That's what it
okay."
says.
Debbie, I know, I see it. I found it. But Debbie's like, well, it's just me. I have no other person attached to
Oh
me.
yeah, I know.
So it was kind of funny. But otherwise, I think it was
Maybe she has
good.
multiple personalities.
Yeah, she sure sounds like it. Yeah.
Hey, I lived next to a gal with multiple personalities.
I've often wondered, how do you know who you're talking to? Just kidding.
Oh, it's weird. Sometimes she would wear red glasses, red framed glasses, so I'd know who I was talking to. But they
Oh,
would crash her personality. She'd go into the hospital for weeks at a time.
Oh, that's
She
sad.
was better towards the end.
wow. Well, you were wearing blue today. Who was that?
Yeah, who is that girl?
Well,
She's like, what
yeah.
They
are
looked
you
blue
talking?
on screen. You were wearing
Yeah, they
glasses
look.
at the beginning. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the different Debbie. So,
Oh, I have yeah.
oh, jeez. Okay. All right. Let me
That
well,
was
that was
Deborah.
that was awesome. So I'm gonna ask this right now. Debbie, if someone wants to get a hold of you and they hear this and like, I want to talk to that lady, how do they get a hold of you?
One of two ways. My name's Debbie Logan, and you can contact me at 619-559-3949, or my website is Debbie Sells East County at kw.com.
Great. And is there an email?
Yes, my email is Debbie Logan at repros.com.
Got it. Okay. And Emily, if someone once gets a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
You can email me at emilyzimmerman@repros.com or 619-922-7720 is my phone number. Or you can check me out on my Instagram at San Diego Homes by Emily.
Perfect. All right, you two. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank
All right, so that's the script. I hope that you found it very useful. To download the script, just go ahead and head over to realestatescriptspodcast.com. There'll be a link there for you to download the script. This podcast is for the purpose of education only, and it does not make any guarantees. We suggest you seek out the help of your broker, coach, or mentor for specific situations. Brought to you by Darren Tunstall at Repros, California DRE number 0185345.